Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. And in this video, I want to show you my two favorite Android emulators or virtual machines. And I don't like BlueStacks anymore, it's become so bloated. So here we have one called Memu and we have one called Nox. And the reason I use two is because Memu won't run every app I have. But what I like about these is they both come pre-rooted out of the box and there's not a lot of bloatware, which is really nice. And that's one of the main things I can't handle. That's one of the things I can't handle with BlueStacks is it's really hard to root. So and they have a bunch of bloatware. So here, yeah, also with the Memu multi, you can go ahead and clone your virtual Android devices, which is really nice. So if you want to test something out real quick, like installing exposed framework on Memu, which is really easy, I wanted to make sure that I wouldn't crash my whole system, so I went ahead and cloned my virtual machine here. So if we look at, still loading, yeah, and you can go to settings and give them more processors and stuff. So here I have my i7, and each one has 4 cores, so that can't be right. But you can increase the performance on them. So here we have Nox Player, which works fine, and it runs my iPhone Finder. So this wouldn't work on my other player. And then we have, so I have my device here, and then we also have, that's why I use Nox. And then we have Memu Play, which I use for pretty much everything. It's really useful. So let's go ahead and wait for it to load here. And if you're wondering about the keystrokes, there's a program I used here called KeyCast. Now I have to run it as administrator and kill it when I stop recording, otherwise it just acts a little funky, and it says it's a virus and everything because it was made in, I guess, it was made in what's Microsoft's thing? It's what is it? It's not Virtual Studio. Oh, Visual Studio. I guess it was made in Visual Studio. So by one developer. So it's probably not, like an enterprise app, but it works fine for my keystrokes because I couldn't find anything else that would work properly. So I'm just waiting here for this to load. It shouldn't take so long, and I thought I just closed down Nox Player. Well, I guess I'll just wait until I figure out. Well, I think the pause key for Bandicam is F11, but I'm not sure. I guess while I'm waiting, I'll go look. How to pause Bandicam.
Here's a matching video.
For some reason Memu isn't loading here. I'm gonna go ahead and restart it. Oh, I see. Okay, so to pause Bandicam, I need to go ahead through here. Settings, general. It's not showing me all my settings. Okay, go over here to game mode. No. Okay, I'll deal with that later. So it might be Shift F12. No. Okay, I'll deal with that later. But Memu is loading up. And I just find it a lot more stable. I know I'm saying that after I'm rebooting it, but I just find it to work a lot better than BlueStacks. And I tried the Andy OS one, and it didn't work at all. And I've used the Android Studio one before, and the Android Studio one is just horrible. It lags, it's really clunky. It's like it's for developers, which is fine. It's just I don't want to deal with all that. So I don't like Andy, I don't like BlueStacks, and I don't like the built-in Android Studio one. Alright, so here we are. You can go ahead and see that it is working. So we have exposed, we have root, and it's just really useful. You can go ahead and download apps from the Play Store, and they work just fine. So if you have any questions, you can go ahead and leave a comment below. But yeah, this is my favorite Android virtual machine emulator. You can run Tasker and all this stuff. So if you had something you wanted to automate in Android and run it on your computer in the background, kind of like a server, you could go ahead and do that with this, and then take the virtual machine and share it to other devices. So you could pretty much build a really mini one-use application with Tasker or whatever you want to do. And I don't suggest that. I hate anything to do with programming. I think it's a full-time job, not a hobby. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.